recording and to look at my notes from our last session, review with me so I can also, while I'm looking at it, tell me what, because that was really some powerful shifts. I saw you coming through with more engagement, interactive impact. What specifically have you noticed that has shifted from multi-sensorizing, the new self-talk, you know, the one, I smile, I offer helpful content, I'm to the point, I'm here to help. How have you been working with that? Tell me.
Well, I've been changing the way that I speak. And so sometimes I'm quiet and sometimes I'm louder. And then I might talk about some things that you can hear. And as you can even see now, I'm trying to use my hands in a way that go along with what I'm saying. And I'm coming close to the screen and I'm coming back. And sometimes I sing and sometimes I'll just speak and sometimes I'll just be quiet.
So you have more variation from the way you're talking. I'm going to
I
just
did.
turn the angle of this
Multi-sensory.
camera so you can see me better here. Because the sun is setting in that direction. So rather than you seeing a silhouette, let's just have you see the real deal.
Thank you. Now, I know this is just a short session, so I super appreciate your time, Gary. And yeah, I'm ready for it.
Excellent. All right. Let's look at those 4 things. We'll start off with the specific affirmations that you can practice with your body language just to get into the zone. Because it's good you practice this every day, whether you're going to shout it, sing it, whisper it, gibberish it, mime it, write it down, say it in the mirror, say it in first person, I, second person, you, third person, she, fourth person, they. So it encodes in the muscle memory and becomes gradually your new default program. So please, I smile, I offer helpful content. Your gesture is not mine. I'm to the point and I'm here to help. Let's see your version of that and we'll take it from there.
Well, I would say that's yours as well. I smile, I offer helpful content, I'm to the point, and I'm here to help.
Beautiful. Now say it slowly because you rushed it. It'll be great to have you take more time. I think you have a tendency to go quickly, and you know it
Yeah.
may come from old memories of I'm not heard unless I speak quickly because others going to interrupt me. You know, in your family or your family of origin, I imagine all this comes back from there. So
It does.
now saying it in a slow way so you have more presence because you have beautiful presence. Let's have you bring it through now in a fully present way. Take your time to show what you're telling. Go ahead.
Okay. I smile, I offer helpful content, I'm to the point, and I'm here to help.
Great. Now, what you've done is you've slowed it down, and now we're going to add another dimension to it, breathing, because you did almost all of that on one exhalation. It would be great.
I did too.
I noticed. So part of the practice in this work is after each statement, take a deep breath in. So actually, when you say, I smile, then take a deep breath in, feel the smile filling you, getting into the zone. Then when you have the top of the inhale, it's easy to say the next thing that you would say, which would be, I offer helpful content. And then breathe in the feeling of allowing helpful content. Matter of fact, when we do these exercises, one of the things that's even more powerful, like in the Course of Miracles, the Course of Miracles states that there's either 2 things. On the one hand, love and fear. Love or anything unlike itself. In this practice, it makes sense then, when you say, I smile, to first, as you say it, focus not on smiling, but letting go everything that's in the way of smiling. And then the smile comes in. I offer helpful content as you say it, letting go of everything that's not helpful in the content, and then breathing in what's left, like what Michelangelo said. I saw the angel in the marble, and I chilled everything else away until I set the angel that was already there free. So this is another level to the practice. I'm to the point. Take a deep breath in. So you're first letting go of everything that's not to the point, and then you have more room to be in that zone. And the final one, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Whatever way you do it, I'm here to help. Then breathing in. After you let go of, I'm here to release everything unlike I'm here to help. So you get more of a full impact and presencing, presence, S-I-N-G, presencing to your speaking. So does that make sense what I'm saying? So let's do
Makes
it this
complete
time.
sense. Sounds powerful.
Exhaling out,
Okay.
the words are I smile. You don't have to say I let go of everything other than smile because you're doing that anyway. And
Yeah.
then take it in so you feel it even more by focusing on letting go of everything unlike itself on the exhalation. Go ahead.
It makes me feel nervous actually, because slowing down is not a normal space for me.
Well,
So
it's time that it becomes the normal space for you
it
because
actually is time. I need to go into an ebb. I've been in a flow for like 3 years. And I actually said to my husband the other night, I need to go into an ebb.
yeah,
So
and like the waves that go up and down, the ebb and flow of the waves,
yeah.
like the breaths that come in, contraction and out,
All right, here we go.
expansion.
Okay.
You need both, and so it's just a good practice. Let's start calling my new normal is I take time to receive as much as I take time to give. I practice what I
That's
teach. I
hard as a
receive
mummy.
abundantly along with giving abundantly. So this is a practice. It's a moment to moment practice. It never ends. It's just a practice. So let me hear, what is your new normally?
Giving, but also having space to receive.
Great. Now we want to change the words a bit because even as you say it, you say it almost as though receiving is not on the same level of quality. You said giving, but like, no, it's not giving, but it's
It's
giving
and.
and.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Okay. Giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. Okay.
Now, along with saying the words and receiving, take a deep breath in before you say it. So watch, I'll do it.
Okay.
Giving and receiving. It's so much more pleasant and present to watch someone who's really in their body. And you're already doing great teaching, but this will augment your capacity to connect on more levels and dimensions of meaning by being connected to more of your senses. So just practice with that statement right there.
Okay.
Giving, and then you breathe in.
Giving and receiving.
Doesn't that feel beautiful to
It actually
pause?
did feel beautiful. It felt I do need to say that to myself daily. Yes.
And we want to change that statement too. So rather than I need to, we're going to change that one as well. So we're going to change I need to I'm in the practice of. It's like if you need to, you put yourself separate from it. I want to, I better, I have to. It all puts you separate from it. Change need to, I'm in French as a tense, it goes, je suis en train de, I am in the process of, I'm in the practice of. And so instead of I need to, I'm practicing. It doesn't matter if you're great
I
at
like
it.
that.
I'm
I like that. I
practicing.
am
It's a different
practicing. I am
statement.
practicing.
Doesn't that feel really good?
It
You
does
know?
actually. Because you're right, it does make it separate. I need to, I want to, I have to is
None of
different
that.
from I'm in.
Releasing all of that. I need, I want, I have to, it's all putting you separate from I will, all of that are statements that create separation between you and the embodiment of that statement, that practice. And so now we're going to be saying this, and then, I give, and then I'm putting here in notes, deep breath in, I receive. So if the practice is already in the statement, it matches the statement. Okay, so it's your turn now.
All right. Here we go. I smile. Okay. I am to the point. I give value. And I'm here to help.
Beautiful. I give value. We want to do that one again because I feel like you rocked it.
Oh,
You said it, and you didn't quite receive the feeling how valuable you are. It's maybe
you're
doubt,
right. Yeah, I did
confusion.
go faster on that one.
You
Okay.
noticed it. You exhaled it. You didn't inhale it. So, and your hands were rushed. It didn't look like giving value. It looked like they were starting to come to a place, but they didn't embrace that. So you are receiving the communication as much as anybody else. Imagine yourself speaking with your right hand for a moment, or your left hand, whichever one's freer, at the base of your spine on your sacrum. Go ahead, place it there. And notice the difference when you say these words out as though you're trying to impress, and it's not really real. It's easy for me to reach you with my message, saying it really quickly like you don't believe it. It's easy for me to reach you with my message. Out. Go ahead.
It's easy for me to reach you with my message.
Yeah, no, it's not. Not when you talk like that. And now take a deep breath in and direct the sound, the intonation, and the intention down like a fiery, heartfelt spear of intention through the base of the spine towards the center of the molten earth. In other words, receiving the same words, the same content, the verbal content, yourself first. When you receive it, watch the difference now when you say it down and in instead of up and out. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's easy for me to reach you with my message, talking in rather than talking out, going in.
Okay. It's easy for me to receive. What was the words?
That's okay. It's good that you're kind of saying that, because you're practicing receiving, and it's cool that your words, your mind kind of thought, am I talking about receiving? I'm talking about it's easy for me to reach you with my message.
Because I actually was thinking about receiving, and I'm like, what am I receiving? But it felt like I was receiving something. Okay.
Well, you're receiving, reaching you, which is myself first.
Yeah.
As I reach myself first, it's easier to reach you with my message. So we're directing the sound down, even though you're saying the word you're really talking to yourself first.
Okay.
It's easy for me to reach you with my message. It's easy for me to reach myself first with my message.
Okay.
Go ahead, that combination of words. Just practicing it, taking your time to breathe before you make the statement. Go ahead.
It's easy for me to reach you with my message.
And that was so beautifully paced. Did you notice that?
I did breathe in the middle. I tried to stop and breathe in the middle.
It was lovely. It was lovely. It's easy for me to reach you, Bree, with my message. That pause had a feeling of a poignancy to it, a passion, preciousness that the other couldn't have because you were going so fast. There was no feeling. There was no heart. It was intellect. It was head speaking like a talking head. So this is beautiful. Yeah. What are you learning from this so far, what we're doing today? Because we're taking the last exercise from last time and we're going in a deeper level. We're actually having you practice it with the practicing of receiving breath. So when you speak, you're speaking from a full place rather than an empty place.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're learning from this so far today. What is it that's translating to you?
Well, I've never thought about it reaching me first. Like it's always been about how do I help other people? But believing in myself and what I'm really giving it's quite moving.
Exactly. It's more moving because indeed you're reaching the self. You're connecting from yourself to the self of which we're all a part. And in that, what is it that's moving for you? You know, you're feeling gratitude, you're feeling moved to tears, you're feeling.
I do feel moved to tears. You told me to put makeup on. I put makeup on. This isn't working, Gary. I do feel moved to tears because I think there were so many years through my life that I didn't think I was smart or enough.
Exactly.
And to know that
That's
I've
right.
made something that will bring incredible help to people and could change their lives and bring more mental health to the world.
But now it's changing the focus.
You know,
changing the
it
focus.
makes me feel amazing.
Yeah. We're changing the focus from your worthiness.
Yeah.
Being connected to helping everybody else. And now you're actually able to help people even more by giving it to yourself first. You're filling your cup. That's what we're doing here. Connected, to everyone else. It's almost like it's excluding yourself. Now the new practice is the more I nourish, empower, and inspire myself first, the more I am able to give others.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolutely the opposite of what you thought.
It is. It is. But also like taking that breath in between, you know, as a singing teacher, everything I talk about is breathing.
Well, there you go. You see, you give everybody else this information, so
I
it's
do.
good you practice it.
Yeah, and I actually say the thing that I say most often is when you're starting something new, when you're learning something new, the first thing to go is your breath. And your breath is your key to life. And it's your key to singing. So it's fascinating that, you know, and it's the key to stability with your voice and ability and, you know, all of those aspects. And so the fact that for myself, for the last 3 years, or maybe my entire life, I haven't stopped to breathe. And that's not true, actually. I do stop to breathe.
But now you're in the practice of doing it more. You know, it's just more of a contrast. Of course you breathe. It's just now you have a
The
witnessing, an
stillness. Yeah.
awakening, a remembrance, and a practice that it's as though you are the student that you've been wanting others. It's almost as though the teacher, you know, you're learning what you're teaching, you're
I'm gonna
teaching what
write
you're
that.
learning.
Yeah.
You being the student, the client yourself can receive this information, you know. And so let's do it with your hands, for example. Let's do it with our hands for a moment.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm
Writing
just
these words
writing that,
down, that's great.
Gary.
And you know, you'll be able to record later and take notes in karaoke fashion to this actual session. One hand speaking to the other, one hand saying to the other, I'm speaking to you as though you're my student. Go ahead, saying that one hand to the other.
Okay. I'm speaking to you like as though you're my student.
Up to now, I've been only talking to my students about breathing, and I've been neglecting myself lots of the time.
Yeah. Up until now, I've been neglecting I've been teaching my students breathing, but neglecting my own breathing most of the time.
From now on, with all my presentations, I nurture, empower, and inspire myself first, so I have even more to give you. Go ahead.
Okay.
From now on, I'll do it one phrase at a time. From now on,
From now on,
when I present and speak to my clients and students,
when I present and speak to my clients and students,
I nourish,
I nourish,
inspire,
inspire,
and empower myself first.
and empower myself first.
Taking a deep breath in,
Taking a deep breath in,
practicing what I teach.
practicing what I teach. Yes.
Yeah. And then your students and your clients over here say, thank you. We can hear you even better now that you're practicing what you teach, because we're modeling what you're saying and not just telling us what to do. This is good.
Okay. Thank you. You're now practicing what you preach and teach and modeling what you're doing. And that's making us connect more. Yay.
Exactly. We're going to learn even more now because we have a louder listening from you modeling what you've been teaching. We listen louder because you over there are modeling what you're speaking about even better. So we want to be a better student because we're inspired by your example, right? So
All right.
this is what's doing. Yeah.
All right. I love. Oh, you want me to say that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We're modeling what you're doing now because we're watching you do it, and it's actually giving us greater experience and knowledge and understanding, and it's helping us more because you're listening.
Beautiful. And you're modeling what you're telling us to do. So we appreciate you not talking down to us as though you have the answers and we don't. You're an equal and you're modeling it, you're practicing yourself, and we listen even louder now. We listen with more understanding and appreciation. Yeah. And this is the conversation.
I
And
love
just
that.
notice it taking place between you and your students, between you and the part of you that would be seeing yourself as a student, receiving the message yourself first. Well, this shifts everything around
It
from
definitely
seeing that it's
does.
more important to reach others than yourself.
Yeah.
Indeed, That's great. Yet when you practice it yourself, then you're energizing yourself all the time rather than depleting yourself all the time. So you're not only practicing what you're saying, you are in the practice of receiving fresh energy, emotional support, abundance financially, and on all levels and dimensions of your being. Tell me what makes sense of what we're doing right now.
It makes sense to center it within me. Or maybe not center it, but anchor it. I just never thought about saying it to myself as the student.
We don't.
But I teach that. I teach other teachers that to be the student. So, but what I mean when I say it to them is, never stop learning, always be willing to learn. And so,
now
I've never thought about it in a marketing sense.
Yes. And when you think about it in a marketing sense, how does it translate?
It makes me more calm. Instead of being like, here, have this thing that I made that's amazing. It's more like this thing that's being created, it's going to help.
That's right. And you're coming from a place of being, rather than an authoritarian, an authority. An authority speaks with presence, with pacing, with sounds that go down towards the base of the spine, that shows certainty rather than hesitation or questioning or needing to be needed, needing to be liked. That comes with the speeding up of the voice and coming from a talking head. So you're learning a whole deeper way of teaching and modeling you being the best student possible as you are for yourself. Watch how students flock to you more because they'll see you as a living example rather than preaching. Even though they may have said that you're preaching, I'll bet that there's some of that resistance because why is she rushing when she's asking me to slow down? Something like that. Right?
That's true. Oh my goodness, Gary, you're talking to my
life. This is great. Now let's go back to the same words that we started with the beginning.
All right,
and then we're going to go there into what I also promised to do with you today, which is to actually go into the practice for the classes for your offer, because I think it's coming up very soon now for you to develop the
Gary,
demonstration.
we only have 4 minutes left. We only did a half an hour session.
And I forgot all about it.
That's okay. That's okay. But this is like, I feel like this is going to completely change. I feel like I'm in the practice of this changing.
Let's go a little longer anyway. I don't want to cut you short. I forgot about the half-hour session. I was going longer because I like to do longer sessions. I always feel rushed when I do half-hour sessions. So let's go right into the now introducing your classes when we meet again in 2 weeks, the video recording, whatever you're going to share with them about basically your view on what it is that they are going to be taking part in with a dollar offer, etc. We'll do that, but first get into yourself into the zone. I smile, breathe in. I offer helpful comment. I'm to the point. I'm here to help. Go from there, starting with those words, go right into the presentation when you're in the zone from there. Go ahead.
Okay. I smile. I am to the point. I give helpful content. And I am here to help. I'm going to cry. That was beautiful. Okay.
I love it. I love it. You're moved to tears by your own presence. It's great. This is exactly what's needed. Imagine people being moved by such simple statements. Feel the tears in your eyes right now.
I do.
Yeah, I see them. If the tears had a voice of gratitude and wisdom, what would the tears say in gratitude right now?
I think they would say, thank you. Thank you for seeing me.
Yeah, thank you for seeing me. Thank you for seeing myself. Beautiful. And now we're in the zone. It's a beautiful place to start a presentation and record it. Now, if you prefer, I can go into stopping taking off my name, or if you don't mind my name, you can still use this. I don't care if my name's there or not, but if you want to use this as a practice, you can. If you want me to remove my name, I can
No,
remove
keep your
that.
name there. Keep your
Okay.
name.
Okay. That's great. So here we go. You're on.
What am I doing? Sorry. Am I
You're
doing
presenting
the?
your introduction to your class online, and in being in that beautiful, deeply
Okay.
feeling place that you're already in. It's gorgeous.
Okay. In the last few months, I have been listening to singing teachers all around the world and hearing them talk about wanting to grow their businesses and wanting to understand how they can teach in a way that will bring in more students. And so when I offered my course and people were saying they wanted to do it, but it was too much, it caught my heart, because all I want to do is I want to help singing teachers to create profitable singing teaching businesses so that they can live lives that are wonderful and so they can bring more mental health to other people around the world. And so after thinking about this and praying about it, I decided that I would make something called the Singing Teacher Inner Circle, which is an incredible amount of support with business experts and marketing experts and vocal health experts and teaching and student experts that will come every single month to help you in your business. And it's only going to be for $1 for the first month, just $1. And if you like it at the end of that month, then you can choose to continue if you feel like it's a good price for you. I only want to be here to help. So I'm putting it to you just for September. You will be the first group, the founding group, and I would love you to join this membership. So press the button below, and I look forward to seeing you there.
How much better is that? Can you
Much
feel
better.
it? It's, I think, a whole nother level of presence, presentation, mastery, connection. I noticed you're using the same gestures that you're using when you talked about I smile, I'm to the point, I love to share, and I make a difference. All those things, you're showing the gestures as part of your presentation now, which is perfect. So you're able to get yourself in the zone throughout the presentation. This is excellent. Now you're going to be starting it in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, in October.
Yeah, excellent. And you probably want to give them a little bit more than just 2 weeks to sign up, right? Or are you just giving them 2 weeks for the $1 to sign up for October?
Well, I was thinking, I wasn't sure about that September sign up. I think I might make it like the evergreen $1, just always $1, to start up for the first month so that people anywhere in the world can join.
That way, if you do it that way, then whenever they join, their first month is free. It's not September or October. It's just your
right.
first month is free.
Yeah.
Or $1. It's
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a small investment. And then you want to keep rolling out. You're getting tremendous value. Then we can talk about different plans. Rather than you have to have one plan, maybe you have different plans. One plan could come with coaching from you. Another could go with different materials from you. So you may have people like to feel like they're in charge and have choice. Plan A, plan B, plan C, give me the full Monty, the minimal plan, or something in between. It'd be good if you create something like that, 3 different levels, silver, gold, platinum, something like that. And that's a really cool, Patreon works that way. A lot of the programs where you can jump in and have an ongoing subscription work that way, and it would serve you to give people the freedom of choice so they can either go all the way, go a little way, or go somewhere in between after that first month. Beautiful. Now I'm
Thank you
going
so much,
away.
Gary.
So let me turn off the recording here, and obviously it's going to be great to track your progress and to continue working and diving deeper with you. You're doing so well. I'm really proud of you.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to
I feel like
hearing the
I've
results.
grown in our 2 sessions, which is what we
Amazing.
want. Gary, 100%, I'm going to be bringing people to you, because even in our 2 sessions, to be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to get when I first came. And I have just grown so much in these 2 sessions in how I speak, in why I'm speaking. And I thought I was pretty grounded. I mean, I've been doing public speaking for 13 years. And I've been teaching for longer. But coming to your session has just been honestly enlightening, and it's helping me center. And so I just wanted to say thank you. And yeah, I will bring people your way.
Oh, you're so welcome. Generous and, helping me with books and school and education and money and different things when I was young. And what can I give back to you? And he says, what you can give back to me is living your life in such a way that you are the full expression of the leader that we brought you up to be. That would be the way, the best. I don't want anything back from you. You live the best life you can. That's what you can give back to me. And that, oh, I always remember that. And it's how I feel to speak to you, to say, one of the best ways you can give back to me is by taking what we're putting into practice and being the best possible version of yourself as a teacher, as a student, as a model for all that you're bringing to the world. It's very moving for me to see how moved you are in bringing your message, your whole beingness to life. Bless you, Caroline.
Thank you. Bless you too.